So good morning, everyone. This is a Move Thyself class starting with the 14th of October. And actually, it's getting cold in the morning here. I feel the cold this morning. We haven't done any dumbbells for a while, so I'm going to invite you to grab some if you have some. Light ones, slightly heavier ones. I added a blanket because we might do some of the dumbbells on the floor and see how it goes. All right, so for the moment, please come into the center of your mat. And again, always and very often starting with the grounding of our feet, okay? So finding really your feet hip width apart. And just above your feet are your ankles and your knees, and feel free to soften the ankles so that the energy can actually run through your legs. The force, so that if you press your feet, you can feel the energy running through the legs all the way to the hips, coming into the pelvic area. And if you feel like you can try it, lock your knees, and you're going to feel that there is nothing traveling. So that's what I'm talking about when I say soften your knees and press the floor and find the connection to the ground. Here comes the connection. And you can press both feet together and allow it to really travel. I'm going to invite you to this morning to find the four corners of your feet and making sure that those four corners are actually pressing the ground equally, evenly. And if there is one that you feel is not pressing as well, if it's not responding, if it's not interacting, just have a look. Is it something structural with my feet, or is it a bit of a pain or a tension I hold in that part of my foot today? Good, and stay there, still pressing the ground. And as you do, begin to breathe in and imagine that the breath is coming from the mother and traveling up through the feet, pressing the toes equally, pressing the heels, and allowing that energy to flow in. If we press a little bit more in the big toe, you will feel an activation on the inner part of your legs, which will be beautiful as it will bring you straight into the center of your pelvic bowl. And with each exhale, you release the effort. And with each inhale, breathing in again. And imagine, like, you can imagine like a temperature, a thermometer, in mercury, that red line rising as we see in the cartoon. And that's ultimately, that's what we're looking for. We're looking to be feeling the grounding of the mother coming all the way above our head, but in time, in your time. And sometimes it doesn't go all the way. Sometimes it gets stuck in one of our energetic center. And if it's the case, oh my God, I can only go all the way to my stomach and no higher. Okay, relax and relax more. Relax the diaphragm and really sit tall. You're going to be able to add on the arms, inhale, my palms of my hands facing my screen. I bring my shoulder blades together and I circle up, 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 up to the ceiling. And exhale, releasing hands in prayer pose. Going back down all the way to the pelvis. And then dividing, separated again, the two hands. As you inhale again, imagine the energy of the mother still being drawn through the body, the main axis. But imagine as well that your hands are pulling it, like a magnet, pulling it all the way above your head, creating that beautiful space around you, that sacred space that is yours, imbued by the energy of the fertile soil and the compassionate mother. So sending or bringing alchemical power all the way above your head and exhaling down. And my hands turns, as you can see, my prayer pose, palms are together. And as I inhale, circle up, my palms come first away from each other, and then they turn and come up. And this will have you working your shoulder. One more. Exhaling. Beautiful. The last adjustment we do is to go and sit slightly more into our back body towards our heel without losing the connection to the toes. Okay, we are fully grounded at that stage. If you feel you haven't grounded enough, just keep releasing and keep the connection to the floor. Place both hands, one in the back of your head, the other somewhere along on the torso or buttock, and just come and sit into those hand baskets. Good, and feel a little alignment that's happening here, and come and sit at ease here in that receptivity. Brilliant. We're going to inhale and circle up the arm from in front of us all the way to the ceiling, ending up into the cactus pose and release. Inhaling up all the way to the cactus, exhaling, release. Inhaling, last one. Oh, no, second last, sorry. Last one. Now reversing that movement, inhaling all the way to cactus. And then keep going. And that might be really weird at first. And that is a good sign. It's a sign that the brain is learning to adapt here. So trust the process. So inhaling up, cactus to the ceiling, and exhaling, hands parallel in front of you. Last one. Beautiful. We're going to take the right arm. We're preparing the arms and shoulder for the dumbbells work. Take your hands as if you were going to push, 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 push across, and then move across. And doing it again. Push, 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 push. Keep that resistance, keep that push, and swish over back to the green, to the right side. And now bring your head to look at your hand. So we're taking our head and neck, very top of our shoulder, into the movement as well. Last one. Beautiful. Releasing this same work on the opposite side. Left across, push, and swap over, swish over. And I went straight into looking into my left hand, and that's okay. And releasing the jaws during that work. Twice more. And really push, okay? Don't just have the arm flabby, and that doesn't give you any preparation otherwise. And release, last one. And feel the work in the back shoulder there, across the back. And the activation in possibly the arm. Okay, good stuff. Coming and just rolling, circling. So feet together, knees bent, and then just as if you were the little train, the steam train. Forward, 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 forward. Build up heat here. Here we're looking at building up heat in the body. Building. So bring the vibration, feel the vibration. And reverse. Okay, release the jaws. Don't tighten anything else. Feet together, knees together. Be present and loosen up so that your shoulder can actually do the work. Back forward. And reverse again, last one. And release, come back to standing. Just feel that work. And not, I could talk about warming up, so feeling the upper body heat possibly, and possibly not. Okay, let's flick those fingers to be able to awaken the hands, fingers, wrist, tendon, ligaments. Beautiful. Keep flicking. And we're going to go into our number 5 with our hands. 5, 5. Thumbs, index, and keep closing, repeating the work in the opposite side. Trying to keep, and that's a real challenge, the fingers nice, long, open, and wide, as much as you can, awakening all the little muscles, all the little tissues of the hand. And here it's like, imagine, when we hands are wet, we do this, and then we flick with the fingers. 1, 2, 3, flick. 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 And that's it. Okay, very nice. We're going to go into a spinal roll to keep preparing with for the dumbbells. You inhale, fingers pointing to the ceiling in front of you. I just look up without dropping my head. I just look up and I lengthen my spine. Okay, on the exhale, bend my elbows, hands together in that prayer pose. Press. Remember when we do block work and we press into the block? This is the same work. Keep pressing and keep looking at your hand because they keep traveling down. And round up that spine, round up that back. Softening the knees. Bring the hand as low as you can in the prayer pose and hold it. Hold that prayer pose. Allow the crown of the head to drop to the floor. And breathe here. Keep pressing the hands together. Keep activating those arms, those shoulders. Brilliant. And inhale, traveling back up. So first we have to unroll our spine to pretty much all the way to mid back, slightly upper back. So the arms are free to travel, okay? And press and traveling up. Travel up while pressing. Good. And doing it again. Release first. And then inhale, connection hands to hands. Feel it all the way to the armpits. It's catching up even underneath your breast, around your breast. Beautiful. And coming down. And you're going to keep looking at your hands traveling down. All the way chin to chest. Keep looking at your hands. Soften the knees, round up the back from the tailbone. Down towards the head. Keep pressing the hands. It's easy not to do it. So keep pressing it. Once you're where you can go and nowhere else, breathe and breathe into the back. Breathe into your back. So press the hands and press and breathe into the back and come back up. Unroll, and allow the arms to float up, still pressing them quite hard. Beautiful. And releasing. Bring the arms behind you. Interlace your fingers and lift those arms up. Really nice. Okay, stay with your arm up. This way we're going to step back with our left leg. Okay. And just to waken the bottom half of the body, we're going to drop and pick it up. And I pick it up, both legs go straight up, straight through. And then bend both knees. And then both legs stand up. And bend the knees. 3, one more. And at that stage, the shoulder blades are really squeezing one another. Good. And then we pivot on your feet. We're going to repeat this on the other side. Okay, so bend both knees and straighten up. And you don't have to go all the way down, you know that. 2, 3, one more. Beautiful. Pivot again on your feet. Come and face your screen. Oops. Okay, turn the toes out and release the hands. Beautiful. Okay, one more last work for preparing the body. Hands basket, fingers interlace. Push your head into your hand. Okay, back again to that opening here. And gently side bend, side bend. So try to go deeper into your bend knees, deeper squat. And opposite side. 3, 4, release, okay? If you can't grab your dumbbells without changing the pose, please do so. Okay, and we're going to go into our classic back. Boom, this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way. Yeah. So remember to bring the elbows at shoulder level. Okay, don't release. The pressure on the legs. Sorry. Yes. I'm thinking too many things at once here. Good. And release it. We're going to go across and down and across, down, across, down, across, down, across, down, across, down. Now, for the sake of body coordination, neuroplasticity, strengthening, when my right arm is going to go across, I'm going to lift off my left heel and down. Right, left arm, lift off my right heel and down, building up strength in the calves. And squat a little bit more as you come in center. Beautiful. Keep at it. Find your rhythm, find your flow. Use your breath and use the energy of the mother again. It's going to have you bouncing a little bit. And we're going to release that. So last time, one side, last time the opposite side, and release. Whew. Let go of the heel, let go of the weight for the moment. So inhaling, left arm goes behind you. You know this one as well. Tricep work. If your legs really far are too much for your legs, just come back to standing. If you can keep it, happy days. We keep building up that inner strength into the leg. Inhale, up. Good. Okay. Should this be very accessible for you, please? Both arms together, circle down, and squat deeper. Inhale, as you go up, squat down, come back. 3, and that's going to be 4, and we're going to release that pose, come back to the center. Woo. Give yourself a little big or a little shimmy. Release the tension. Okay, good. And picking up the knee. When I pick up my knee, my foot is flexed. Okay, this is part of the strengthening. Okay, let's see what the arms can do as you pick up the knee each time. More likely, opposite arm, opposite knee. Good. Okay, go and put that mind-body coordination there. Upper body, lower body coordination as well. And remember, you don't have to go as high with your knee if that's not a possibility. Feel the build, the heat building up, and possibly the cardio. Nice, and we're going to release soon. And tapping. Okay, let's go all those dumbbells for a while. Let's release. And we're going to go to the floor, okay? So again, you take your light pair of dumbbells and or the heavy one as you wish. So we're going to go and roll on our back. So notice that I'm making myself quite ready. Okay. So first, let's connect with the lower back here. Knees to chest, feet flexed. Hold this pose, gently oscillating from side to side. Okay. Bringing some release in the lower back. Good. And then let go, remove your hands, and go and place your hands behind you. Okay, so you're still oscillating from side to side, but the hands are resting above your head, behind on the floor. Good. And we're going to pick up the legs, you know this one as well. Foot flex. Okay, and from there, feel how your lower back is nicely placed on the floor. We're going to keep this, but you're going to bend the knees. So your knees can be as close to the chest or as far away. Remember that. What will tell you where to be is if you feel your lower back is popping off, you've gone too far. So find your pose here. Brilliant. When you have this, grab your weights. Okay, we'll be starting with the arms, the weights above us. Okay, and then we open to the side and we pick it up. Open to the side and pick it up. Keep at it. That's it. And you can take a pause anytime. We're going to play with repetition. As you move, see if you can challenge yourself a bit more in the core. And you may not, and it's okay, but have a go at it. The rules, lower back stays on the mat. Good. And we're going to stop the arm movement. You take the weight, the dumbbells again, in front of you, pointing to the ceiling, and they're going to go behind you now and come back. So watch out. And keep a band in the knee, in the elbow, sorry, if the weight is heavy. Okay, and notice how the legs are actually changing. Your lower half is changing if you put too much effort. Okay, so realign yourself at whole time. Be aware of what you're doing in that movement. Brilliant. And last one to the right. And we're going to go back to the first one. Open, close, open to the side, close, open to the side, close. Last one, open to the side, close. Beautiful. Take your dumbbells side by side. Really push them towards one another and then bring them behind your head. 1, 2, 3, pick it up. Drop close to the head, a little bit further, even further, and pick it up. 1, 2, 3, inhale up. 2, 2, 3, inhale up. 3, 2, 3, inhale up. 4, 2, 3, inhale up and release. Take your hands on the mat, palms facing to the ceiling. You might want to use a lighter weight if you get tired or just to notice how that goes. Okay, we're going to inhale, chin to chest, activating the core, picking up one and then the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So here, let me say that my thumbs were facing the ceiling, okay? If yours were facing down, just make sure you're reverting to thumbs up, because my thumbs were up, I'm going to go down. And again, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And release, bring your chin or your knee to chest, chin to chest as well. Flexing the feet, rolling from side to side. Good. We're going to go back to the tricep work, okay? And this time we'll start from far away, closer to the head, to the lift, okay? So should you be tired of this pose, okay, feel free to drop, obviously, your feet down to the ground. And if you do, make sure you're not lifting up the back. You know, you still stay connected to the ground as you move your arms for protection. Okay, let's go. Pick up your version, wherever that is, align it, adjust it, and then let's go. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, drop, 1, close midway, close to the head, pick it up. 3, 2, 1, pick it up. Drop further, midway, close, pick it up. And keep at it. Good. So if you want to put a little bit more core, drop the feet towards the ground, not the knees, just the feet. Beautiful. And release. Okay. Keep the dumbbells near you again for the last movement, I think, on the floor at least. Okay. First off, let's go and give ourselves a little break here to integrate what was done. Right ankle on top of the left knee, pushing into my right knee, my inner thigh with my right arm. Breathing there. Nice. I'm going to pick up the left foot that's on the floor. Release the right hand. So take your both hands and run them through the needle. So they are supporting the back of your legs. Both feet are flexed. And then bring the left leg a little bit closer to you. And so is your right foot even, you know. Beautiful. And stay in that hold here. Keep breathing. And we're going to drop the right foot to my left side from here. So I roll to one side. That's it. And both of my arms are on the opposite side. And I'm looking at my right hand that's on my right side. Good. And picking it all up, back up, and dropping it. Releasing this. Both legs goes down, and then both legs come back up. Place this time the left ankle on top of your right leg. I press my left hand in the inside of my left thigh, close to my knee, but not on my knee. Beautiful. Then I release the hand hold and I lift my foot. Good. Press. Oh, dorsiflexion. Flex both feet, knees, hands, sorry, through the needles. Interlace behind your thigh. And then come and push with your right knee into your left ankle instead of pulling with your arms. Good. And even inhale, chin to chest, and lift the head should you wish to do so. Beautiful. Release the hands. Arms are going to travel to the left side, the two of them, while your left foot is going to travel to the right side. Look to your left. Good. And come back. Excellent. Release the leg. Bring them all the way back down to the floor. Give them a jiggle. Okay. We're going to take, I said, we'll do a last practice on the floor. So take your, maybe the lightweight to start to see. There's a bit of mobility. So this is my right arm. You can keep your knees bent. If your legs are long, again, mind your lower back, okay? Or you can go back to that full activation as you wish. And then we're going to drop the dumbbells completely on the left side, if it's possible for you. Okay, so mind the weight of your dumbbells here. Don't go and injure yourself. Inhale up, exhale, land on the opposite side. And I'm looking, my head or my eyes is following my dumbbells. Releasing the jaws, releasing any tension. The rest of the body is stable. Activate your core to keep completely stable. Beautiful. Last one. And when you land on the last side, which for me is the right side, if you follow me, just swap arms and begin with your left arms across and land. Okay. Keep at it. Inhale across, exhale, land. Inhale across, exhale, land. And here, notice the meditative quality of the repetition. Last one. So we're finishing across. Good. Dropping your arms by your side, dropping the legs all the way down, pointing the toes. Arms comes up behind you, above you, and over your head. Tip of your fingers pointing to the wall behind you. We're going to do into the banana shape. So I walk my feet to a corner, so the left corner of my mat. I do the same with my hands. So I am C-shaping myself, and really point the toes, point the fingers, and really lengthen. We had plenty contraction here, and so come back to center now, and walking on the other side. Again, banana shape. And releasing, coming back, knees together into the chest or toward the chest, okay? Arms back down. I'm going to roll, okay? We roll and we try to come back and we roll again and we come back, okay? And when you're fed up with it, you wait into the seated, integrating all that was done. Or Google and put yourself into the half boat pose. Good. Holding it as much as you can, picking up one arm, picking up the other arm, challenging your core here, your stability, your strength, your balance. Okay, and crossing the legs, coming into a cross-legged pose. Okay. So remember that your tailbone needs to be, or you need to be on your seat bone to try to have the hip slightly higher, the hip joint slightly higher to be able to drop your knee to the mat. Okay. We're going to inhale up, exhale, falling forward in a prayer pose as low as you can on the mat. So mind the knees here. Let's do it again, a couple more times. We inhale up. Actually, you know what? Uncross. Whatever leg was in front is now behind you, okay? And then see how that goes. Going all the way down, if possible. Without lifting the tailbone off the mat. Okay, and releasing. From there, hands to the side, left hand planted, and we're going to go back to a little side bend. Going to look up. See if you can, once we're in the pose, see if you can go further in the pose by resting your forearm. Again, if it's this, it's not working, okay? You better stay here with a stable pelvis. Okay. And then try bend the knee, bend the knee, bend the elbow, sorry, bend the elbow, bend the elbow. See if you can go further down. If not, no worries. Or you can actually move it in and out. So press the hands into the mat, lifting yourself off thanks to the weight, the strength of your arm here. Good, and release. Okay, we're going to do that on the opposite side, of course. But first, head, neck. Tell me a big no, 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 no. And then go on to the opposite side. Arms up. We're going to side bend. Remember to not lifting off that half. And then going wherever you can, and remembering you can go in and out to actually teach yourself a bit of the pathways and also to get the tissue ready. Good. I'm looking up as much as I can, but you don't have to. You can look down if that's easier for you. Good. Last one. And I'm going to hold it for 3 breaths. Beautiful. Come back up. We're just going to align that spine, and that will be us finished for the day. Stick pose, okay? And your stick pose doesn't have to be nice and flat. You can have a cushion, a roll, a blanket underneath it. It's quite yummy, to be honest. And then just come and rest your lower belly towards your thigh. And just take your hands on the shin. If it's too far on the top of your thigh, avoid the knee, okay? Okay, flexing the feet. And align the head to drop, okay? But you can hold your head in the drop. Okay, give a last stretch to the arms. Your right hand is going to go and grab your left foot. If it's not your left foot, it might be somewhere on your outside of your left leg. Same with the right, okay? And then just drop the head and push your torso back. Imagine someone is pulling you back with your torso. Big stretch in the arms. Through the back as well. Good. Opposite side. And that's us done after that. Beautiful. Coming back slowly. Good. Releasing. And should you have a few minutes, I would invite you to go and lie down, okay, and integrate all of this.